Hey guys, it's Emily. It's hard to believe that it's been over 20 years since the first feature-length computer-animated film rocketed into theaters. Now, one of the most interesting aspects of Toy Story is how toys and humans interact. It's not too bad living the life of a toy, especially if you have an amazing owner like Sid Phillips. Wait, what? Sid might not be that bad of a kid? Clearly we must be off our rocker this time. Sid is totally creepy and worthy of toy nightmares, right? Or could Sid actually have a friend in me? Let's be honest, Sid is a pretty concerning neighbor. He blows up toys with questionably obtained dynamite in his own backyard. Seriously, where's the parental supervision here? Even if they aren't being directly blown up, he's often seen reassembling the toys, mixing and matching their parts to his own liking, like a childlike Dr. Frankenstein. He's a real-life nightmare for his own little sister, as he regularly subjects her to surgeries on her own toys. But perhaps we're looking at this all the wrong way. In Toy Story 3, we see that many years have gone by. Andy has grown up and is preparing to leave for college. In a side Easter egg, we happen to see an older Sid as a garbage man. And you can tell it's him because of his infamous skull shirt. I guess some people never change their wardrobes. And we even see a garbage man at the end of the movie pick up Lotso and strap him to the front of his truck with a bunch of other toys, which we could probably assume is also Sid. It's a funny enough gag. It almost suggests a degree of revenge for all the toys he tortured as a kid. Now he gets to pick up garbage for the rest of his life and never hurt another toy again. But hold on. Is this fate exactly as it seems? Let's rewind for a moment. The last time we saw Sid, he had a pretty disturbing revelation. Woody broke the rules of hiding from humans in order to save Buzz. He convinced all of Sid's mangled toys to come alive, scare him, and remind him to play nice. As expected, Sid freaks out and runs off, like any reasonable human would probably react when your toys came to life. But what happened after that? Perhaps he got rid of all of his toys and then went to therapy for all eternity. Or maybe he had a change of heart. Think about the job of handling garbage for a living. It's a pretty thankless and smelly job that most people don't give a second thought to. But it's also a job with an unsuspecting perk. Garbage men and women find lots of things that we throw away. Perhaps ever since the incident, Sid changed. He feels terrible about his past and decided to fix it. Or maybe he just feels paranoid that all the toys are still watching and judging him. Either way, working at the dump means he can find lots of stuff in our garbage, namely toys. The job of a sanitation worker often means you're going through tons of trash, and often can have the opportunity to keep it. We all know that Sid has an impressive talent for rebuilding toys, but now he could use that skill to fix them instead of, mutilating them. With a combination of a job and a skill like that, he could easily give those toys to new families and give them a better chance to survive. It's an overall nicer idea than Sid completely giving up and having zero aspirations, or, completely driven to insanity by a doll. He actually has a pretty creative imagination, and a lot of potential to use this for a greater good. Think about it. As a kid, he clearly needed some sort of outlet, and while we can easily judge his poor handling of toys, we should remember that he had no idea they were alive. So could Sid have really learned his lesson and now use his abilities for a greater good, like, saving toys? Honestly, it's difficult to tell the strength of this conspiracy when we see so very little of Sid by the time of the third movie. All we know about him is that his fashion sense hasn't changed in 15 years, and he's a sanitation worker. The biggest reason this conspiracy draws any attention at all is the decision to show Sid with this specific job. Pixar's artists could have easily placed him in any other part of the movie. Like, he could have easily been a janitor at Sunnyside Daycare. He could easily have shown up in the background of any of the scenes featuring humans. So why is he a garbage man? Perhaps because there's a little bit of hope that this bad guy really isn't a bad guy after all. Just maybe we can watch a kid grow up and bring a little bit of good into the world. In Toy Story 3, we see the terror of what could happen to a toy if it's abandoned. We want to hope that someone is looking out for them, instead of, burning in a raging lava river of death. Who knows, maybe we'll get some answers in Toy Story 4. All I know is that if I were a thrown away toy, and the road looked rough ahead and I was miles and miles from my nice warm bed, I sure hope Garbage Man Sid has a friend in me. So on the plausibility meter, I give the Sid Toy Story conspiracy 3 Lotso the Bears out of 5. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Cartoon Conspiracy. In the comments, let me know if you agree or disagree with how I rated this theory. And let us know if there are any other theories you'd like us to cover. Make sure you subscribe to ChannelFrederator, and I'll see you guys next week. Do you ever wonder what happened to Richie Rich after he grew up? Or maybe how exactly did Casper the Friendly Ghost become a ghost? Is it possible that these two characters are more connected than we thought? I mean, check it out. This may just be a coincidence in the art style, or there may be something actually here. Now I'm hooked and I have to know. Did Richie Rich die and become Casper the Friendly Ghost?